everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your April reading. And this will be for the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn, please remember the readings are only general. If it doesn't fit, don't wear it. Please make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart. And remember the readings flip-flop. I'm using the Arcanum Tarot for your reading. And I'll draw you a card for the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Okay. Oh, beautiful. So you have the card of Temperance for your general energy for the month. Now the Temperance card is a card that talks of bringing things back into balance. We can see she's putting fire and water into this container that she's got in front of her. In fact, I think she has air there as well. And there's water, fire, air. And I guess there must be earth there somewhere. But she's blending all of the elements to come up with something. So she may be sort of trying to bring things all back into balance here by putting a little bit of everything in. The Temperance card also feels always about divine timing. So it's like everything now is where it needs to be. So this could be you bringing in some balance into your universe, but it can also be the universe bringing something back into you because the time's right. We do have the Two of Pentacles coming out here. So the Two of Pentacles too is about balance, but this is more around a decision that has to be made. This person has to decide which pentacle is the right one for them. So it's like balancing out two options to find out what to do. Oh, and another two. Well, it looks like Capricorn, the month of April for you is going to be very much about making decisions. This is about choosing a pathway. So it's something new that's being presented to you here that will take you in a different direction. Oh, I want to go da-da-da-da. The Ace of Wands coming out here. So a brand new start here, because you've walked away from something that's not been emotionally fulfilling. I feel like Capricorn, this might be a month for you to realize something here about your journey because you're changing direction here. You're welcoming in a brand new opportunity that's going to take you in a new direction. And the universe is saying you've done the work and the time is right here for you to do that. Okay, so we have the moon coming in. So some of you may be dealing with Pisces and Cancer. The moon is a card that talks about things that are hidden. This card is absolutely beautiful. So you can see the face on the moon, and you can also see the crab in the water, or lobster, or whatever it is. But there's something here yet to be revealed. So the universe hasn't quite let you know everything that's going on yet. You may only have some of the information you need to make a decision. Nine of Wands coming out. So the Nine of Wands talks about being wounded. Worried about moving forward because you feel wounded by something. This decision here, you don't have enough information here to move forward on something. And because you don't have enough information, you're staying a little bit guarded here. And it may be a lesson for you in boundaries as well. You know, making sure you keep strong boundaries. So perhaps somebody's asking you to do something that doesn't quite resonate with you. Let's keep going. Okay, Six of Swords. So we have the Eight of Cups in there and the Six of Swords here. So you're definitely moving away from something. I feel really strongly here you're moving away from some sort of thinking or some sort of idea about yourself that hasn't really helped, some old way of thinking that you've really stood fast on. Okay, let me just keep going here. So we have the Hanged Man. So you've been looking for some sort of enlightenment here. You may have been doing a bit of work on yourself. There's a feeling here that you have found something hard to let go of, but it's something that's been deep inside of you that you've been trying to bring to the surface so you can move away from it. There's some sort of lesson you're learning here, something about cycling, something about patterns in your life. I'll keep going. Okay, so you could have, again, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio involved here. There is a leap of faith required, and I think this is the decision you're making here. You don't want to do the cycling again. Okay, Nine of Cups, that's a wish coming true here. I feel like you are going to be invited to move forward with someone in the month of April. I feel like you have someone here who wants to move forward with you, who's ready to make an offer. But for some unknown reason, you are still working on some sort of pattern. Perhaps you feel that this person is a replica of what you've already been through. Possibly this is why you're feeling quite wounded. You don't want to make the same mistake again. So it looks like you're moving away from this energy in order to perhaps accept an offer from the King of Cups. I'll keep going. There is definitely a victory here. It's not a negative reading at all. It's actually a really beautiful reading. I do have the Five of Pentacles. This is your own fears being put away here. Yeah, here we go with the Sun. What a beautiful card. Look at that. So this is about great happiness and wishes coming true. I feel like you've got someone coming into your life in the month of April who's going to make you an offer. And I feel there is something, the time's obviously right here. There is a decision that needs to be made on whether you walk down the pathway with this person. I feel that there's huge passion between you both though, and you both want the same thing. But there appears to have been, or will be, sort of like an ending to the way you see or think about things here that's going to allow you to move forward. So maybe you've been worrying, stressing, being upset, being concerned about an offer because you're worried about repeating a pattern. But the universe is saying here that this is an opportunity for you to work past this energy. This pattern that you've been doing, that you've been working on, that you will move away from in the month of April, makes it possible for you to have some sort of healthy relationship with someone here. And you will take a leap of faith with them. And you will be able to let go of this negative pattern that's been holding you back, that has stopped you perhaps having deep and meaningful relationships with people. Because this is victory and sunshine here. So there's a beautiful, with the wish card and the fill card here, this is all full of, you know, fairy tale happy endings. So it ends well. But it seems to me you're going into the month still working on understanding your own patterns of behavior that have perhaps held you back from having a relationship with someone. And I do think the right person will come in for you in the month of April. Somebody here is definitely ready to make an offer. Someone who is ready to open up and share their feelings here. And pass the rattle to you. So we have the card of the rattle coming out here. So let me just grab it in my book. Okay. So the rattle is the spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, "Great Spirit, may your will be done." The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful, they are sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. So what this is talking about here is this tool that has kept you safe, this thing that lies within your consciousness that has kept you safe. And maybe you've sort of carried that pattern through your relationships. This is the time to let that go now, because spirit is going to show you a new way to work in a relationship. So you're being given the opportunity here to work with spirit in a way to make something work in the way it should work, rather than from the learned patterns that you have had from your childhood. Great happiness here. Have a great month.